Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here and welcome to B-Ball Breakdown. If you're not following us on Twitter, you gotta do it because we have a great conversation there every day. I got a tweet from Vic the Brick on Friday and then another tweet from Meta World Peace on Saturday. Real fun stuff happening there, so you better get in on it. Now let's talk about the final few minutes of the Rockets versus Suns. Very entertaining game. The Suns had the game but kind of gave it away toward the end. The Rockets stuck to it, played some good defense, and pulled it out. So I want to show you how crucial little decisions are that affect the game, even though they might not seem that big, from the refs' decisions to the players to the coaches. With the Suns cruising along, the Rockets' offense gets stagnant. The Bigs try to set a double ball screen, but the spacing is off. Monte Eunice's screen has no purpose if Caspi's on the wing getting in the way. But this turns into a screen and roll, ISO for Beverly, who gets free throws on the drive. The Suns run a basic motion. Ish Smith just blows by Harden, forcing Monte Eunice to help. Fry always releases to the three-point line, gets a great look, but can't hit. And in transition, the Suns do a bad job of calling out their men. While Fry needed to worry about Harden a little bit, he was way too slow getting over to pick up Dwight, who gets rewarded for his rim run. The Suns play small ball, and that forces mismatches, like Dwight Howard having to guard Markieff Morris. However, rather than break Dwight down from the wing, they attack in the post, Dwight's only strength in this matchup. This gets him nowhere, and Parsons plays this perfectly for the steal. Unfortunately for the Suns, Marcus falls into Parsons with no other defender in front, and it gives the Rockets a clear path call. Just bad luck. McHale takes a page from a popular play in the 70s, feeding the low post from the high post on the same side. Dragic does a very good job defending, but this step back from Harden is too good. They try to run the same play again, but this time Tucker denies the entry pass to Harden beautifully. The counter is a sideline screen and roll, but watch how Dwight just takes out Dragic, who is trying to get around the screen. This doesn't smell quite legal to me, and the result is an open Beverly shot. And here's where it got a little bit weird. Dragic is clearly dazed from getting hit by Dwight, yet the ball is inbounded anyway, so he has to hustle to get back in the play. They set a ball screen for him going to his weak hand, which is okay, I guess, but he takes the first dribble with his left hand, and before he can cross over, it's stolen by Beverly. In transition, it appears Dragic doesn't make contact, but this big swiping motion almost always gets you a foul. With the score tied, the Suns run another double ball screen out of Horns, and when Fry goes high, it forces Dwight to step towards him, opening up the cut by Morris to the hoop. Harden helps one pass away, but Markieff misses the wide open and very good three-point shooter PJ Tucker in the corner. He does, however, graze Harden and earn 2 free throws. The Rockets look a little disorganized on offense as Beverly calls for a down screen for Harden, who turns it down and wanders to the left side. When Beverly doesn't get anywhere on his screen and roll, they go to Dwight in the post, who's currently 29th percentile in post-ups. Looking deeper, of the 36 players that have posted up a minimum 150 times, he's 32nd in efficiency and dead last in turnover percentage. He takes a gather step, which is really a hop, and then takes 2 more steps and makes it easy on the ref to call this a travel. The Suns run motion and finally find Markieff on the wing, where Monte Eunice picked him up after Dwight switched. This is still a mismatch and Morris goes right by him. With Dwight on Fry, he's reluctant to help on the drive, and Harden just gets in Demo's way, almost setting a pick on him. The Rockets go right to an inside screen and roll, and with no one in the corner, there is zero weak side help. Green isn't fast enough recovering on the roll man, giving Monte Eunice the layup. And up by 2 without the possibility of a fast break, there is no need for Gerald Green to jack up a long 3 with 18 seconds left on the clock. 2 bad plays in a row. A pass to the corner usually triggers a screen and roll for Houston, and Fry needed to step up to help on this middle penetration. Instead, Beverly gets to the restricted area and scores. Now, the Suns are in a dogfight, and out of Horns, they get pseudo-Princeton action, but again, it's a set that has Dragic attacking with his weak hand. They have much better matchups around the court where they can attack Dwight with Morris or Green on Harden. Beverly is the Rockets' best defender and bottles up this shot nicely. The Rockets do the same thing, running a pick and roll to Harden's offhand, with Parsons' man easily standing in the way to shut this down. The offense completely dies, as there is no secondary action to flow into. They finally swing the ball to Beverly, who has to force up a tough running hook shot that misses. Now, the Suns wise up and let Dragic attack going to his left with the ball screen. The hedge by Motiejunas opens up a wide open three for Fry, but Dragic takes too long to get the pass there, and Fry attacks the lane, not his strong suit. To make matters worse, he picks the wrong option by A, jumping in the air to pass, and B, missing the wide open Tucker in the corner. This ball should have been a steal, but the Suns luck out, and as Morris drives, watch Dwight get caught ball watching as his man cuts to the hoop for the layup. The Suns got a second chance opportunity after the Rockets tipped the ball out of bounds. With a fresh shot clock, they have a chance to run something and get a great shot. Instead, with Dragic knocked to the ground, Fry tries a quick release long two. On the rebound, the referee calls the foul on Tucker, but on closer inspection, this is a complete phantom call and should not have been called on Tucker. He has position, it's Harden illegally holding him back from getting the ball. Again, the Suns have a mismatch with Dwight guarding Markieff, but they don't get it to him on the wing where he can blow by. They get a weird screen and roll on the sideline from it, forcing a switch. Morris finds the opening but makes a bad decision. He should have made the easy pass to Fry, who was wide open, instead making a longer pass to Green on the left side. Beverly closes out, probably catches Green on the left arm with no call, but Tucker saves the day with the rebound off the air ball and putback. People have been complaining about the Rockets' offense, particularly down the stretch, and here's a good example of why. They start running screen and roll to Harden's right. The lack of movement on the weak side allows the Sun defenders to stay in good help position, and then this becomes the customary James Harden ISO on the wing. Dragic gets away with helping off the average shooting Beverly one pass away, and did a nice job to pressure another Beverly runner miss, but Harden is able to dig out the loose ball from Tucker and put it back in. The Suns are able to capitalize on the Dwight guarding Morris mismatch when Markieff gets by Dwight and finishes strong for the and one. Clinging to a 2-point lead, the Rockets run two ball screens out of horns, and Harden gets to attack going to his left. On this Euro step, Dragic is caught helping one pass away, and even though Beverly isn't the greatest three-point shooter, he's able to catch and shoot this jumper to effectively seal the game. Again, the ball screen is set to Dragic's right, and while he's good going that way, he's unable to throw a solid righty pass to the weak side corner. As a result, he has to throw it lefty back across his body, which is not accurate, costing Fry a shot. Instead, Green tries to pull up, misses Tucker open, although credit to Beverly for hustling back to pick up Dwight's man, and the shot doesn't go in. The Suns foul, Beverly gets two free throws, and with plenty of time on the clock, the Phoenix doesn't need a three just yet, so they go for the quick two, trying to let Dragic attack going to his left. He turns down the screen, but is able to cross over, and because of the shooters, there is no help. With a lack of good free throw shooting big men, Motiejunas has to stay in the game even though the Suns have to foul. But for reasons only known to Kevin McHale, he puts him one pass away from the inbounder. He does have Lin as a safety valve in the backcourt, but Parsons never even looks that way. When Parker and Green deny the ball to Harden, they are left with the next option, a pass to Motiejunas and a foul. Can you hear me shaking my head? Of course, he makes both free throws, but wait, watch Dwight Howard take 3 steps into the lane before the ball is released. Markieff had 1 foot in the lane as well, and when I asked Ronnie Nunn his opinion, he felt it should have been a double violation, wave off the free throw, and jump ball at center court. There was time for another quick 2, foul, and get the ball back, and with Dwight Howard out, I would have attacked the rim, no question. They get a zipper cut and screen and roll to Dragic's strong hand, but because they're screening with Lin's man, the Rockets can switch without completely getting a mismatch. The weak side action is clever, Fry flare screening for Green before getting a down screen, but the timing was off as the ball gets there late and the screen isn't in the right spot. Great team defense by Beverly to stop the penetration and Motiejunas to recover to the wing. However, Jeremy Lin almost makes a costly mistake by needlessly helping one pass away. Remember, the Rockets can give up a 2 here, but he recovers well and Dragic can't make them pay.